Hey guys, welcome. Just firing things up here a little bit. Maybe hit me up with what you did this weekend in the chat there. I'm a little bit early actually. I thought it was 8 o'clock. It's only 7:50. So we'll be a little while here as I get things set up. So sorry about that. Mobile Legends. Is that like League of Legends but on your phone, Kathleen? And Jared, you're packing. Yeah, no doubt. Probably packing quite a bit. You guys got anything left? When do you move? Still don't. I think eggs and oatmeal is Larissa, but I'm still like a little confused. Okay, sorry, let me can you guys check for me that you've got chapter 5 and then 5.1 somewhere in your OneNotes? Something like that? That'd be swell. Nathan is me dad. That's funny. Do, 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 do. Sorry, I'm stalling here. If you guys are looking at me, you guys can be doing different things or whatever. I'm just getting things set up here. Doing a couple clicks. Getting my grade 11 math. I'm in the dorm again today, if you can't tell. Hey, welcome.
Hello, how's it going?
Good, how you, man?
Good.
Good.
I was just gonna tell the guys to come get something for breakfast.
Oh yeah, right on. Turns out I wasn't actually supposed to come in today. I thought we were still on. No one messaged me, and then I called Phil. He's like, "Oh, teachers aren't coming in this week or something like that." I was like,
Yeah.
"What?"
Yeah, that's why I was surprised to see you here.
Yeah.
Who got the lights on so early?
Yeah. No, it's weird. I did look back now. He sent us a message at midnight last night. That was like here's the reminder you're not going to be in the dorm this week. It's like, what's the reminder? I didn't hear about this before. Yeah. So obviously I showed up, and then Phil's like, "You're not supposed to be here," and then I checked, and like midnight's a little late. But.
Oh well. Now
Yep.
that you're here, right?
Yep. Yeah, I'll do it here while I'm here, and it's all good. All good. How's it been going for you? You've been here a little bit, here a lot more than usual.
I've been here all weekend.
Yeah.
I went home a couple times just because they only need one guy here.
Yeah, fair enough.
Get everybody a chance to work, I guess.
Yeah.
But it's been very uneventful. The ones who are here aren't like the type that are going to try to sneak out to go.
No, they're pretty good. Yeah.
Or being in each other's rooms. Or,
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I don't have to police police to screw it
No,
up, so
no.
it's pretty easy.
I feel bad for Michael being on that bottom floor all by himself, so I kept going down to check on him a little more than usual, but
You know what?
he doesn't mind
They
it.
are actually, these ones here, that's pretty much what they enjoy doing anyway
Yeah.
on a regular weekend.
Yeah.
So they're not really out of their element, other than the fact that the power went out for about an hour and a half yesterday. And
Oh.
that kind of was probably upsetting, because
Yeah, no electricity. Like,
Yeah,
is
no
there
water.
emergency lights that kick on in the
there
hallways?
are emergency lights,
Yeah.
but that doesn't help the Wi-Fi or
No, that's what they really
power
care
of
about.
Minecraft or
Yeah.
whatever.
Forget the lights.
Yeah.
Just need the Wi-Fi.
Yeah. It's funny. I better get
Yeah. Sorry.
stuff going here. Actually, and I should tell Max and David too.
Hmm. So we got 5 more minutes there.
I didn't make bacon and eggs or anything like that.
Hmm.
Glenn, now I should also tell Max. And I'll take care of the third floor.
What was supposed to be Shrek? Sorry, I'm being boring. There's people coming in and getting breakfast and stuff like that. But yeah, in a few minutes we'll get started here. If you did something this weekend though, hit me up. That'll be my question. Hey Erica, how you going? Hey Sadie, hey Ruth. Yeah, I'll just rock some attendance here. I can't get to it just yet. That's okay.
Morning. So, just kind of help yourself to whatever that's here. There's bread in there. I don't know if they have anything for put on bread.
Yeah,
Do they?
it's good. Just
They don't actually. That's a shame. So I don't even know why they brought
Hey SJ. Fishmonger, is that you, Lucas? I assume that's you. Hey, morning, Max. Nice to see you, buddy. Yeah, when I'm in the dorm again. Hey, morning, man.
I didn't know you were here.
I wasn't supposed to be a guest, but you didn't tell me that, like, at all. And then I checked last night at Phil's like, what are you doing here? As I called Phil to let me in. And then I checked at midnight last night. That was when Dwayne decided to tell us that, oh yeah, teachers aren't going to be in. It's like, all right, that's handy. So I'll go, like, I showed up at like 7:30. It's like, okay, well, I'm not going to make it home now before class starts. So I'll do my morning classes and then I'll leave at like lunch or whatever and head back. But yeah.
You're bringing them food?
Well, I'm gonna bring this up to the third floor and they can just sort of help themselves.
That's a good idea.
And then
Did the rest of them eat yet, or?
well, David has come out, Max has come out. I told Hugh to come out, but he's still in bed, so he might make it out here. I haven't been down to the third or first floor yet.
Well, I can just send Michael up to get.
Okay, and I'll bring this up to them.
Sure.
I was just going by what Phil does. This is what he told me to do, so,
That's good to know for
yeah.
next actions.
Messaged me about 7:45. I didn't know what was going on for.
Okay, it's 8 o'clock, team. So what I'll do is I'll just I figure I'd read the Bible verse that Miss Kennedy posted on School Talk there. It's because we are missing that a little bit, right, in the mornings, not having our Bible reading and the announcements and all that. I'm sure some of you miss some of those kind of things. Or not, some of you probably don't, but anyways, I'll read it anyways. So Psalm 96, 11 to 12 says, let the heavens rejoice, let the earth be glad, let the sea resound, and all that is in it. Let the fields be jubilant, and everything in them. Let the trees of the forest sing for joy. Someone is not here. So anyways, I hope you guys had a good weekend. Maybe you can hit me up something in the chat, something you did this weekend, something that was fun. Something that's different than what you did in a normal week. Did it even feel like a weekend? Did you guys think it felt like an actual weekend, or was it like weird? I have no idea. To me, it did feel like a weekend because I was not just cooped up in my house. I did a couple other things that required me to leave and go outside. And Owen went to work. Owen, where do you work again? I can't remember. Larissa cleaned. Zion is just here in general. Someone played Minecraft. Yeah, hardly felt like a weekend, I'm sure, because you basically, you're inside all week and then you're inside all weekend. Like it's hard. Oh yeah, and you worked at the greenhouse. Cool, very cool. Food essential. Ben, no way, you didn't go on your computer? What'd you do? Did you like just go outside and shoot basketball or something like that? I saw these kids at the park yesterday, and they were playing basketball, and they were all like doing a good job of standing like 2 meters apart, but they were all passing a basketball back and forth. So I was like, what the heck? That's kind of a waste of everything. They were all touching it and everything like that. But anyways, they were doing a good job of following the rules of staying apart. They just were still all touching their basketball.
Phil also texted me, he just wanted to ask you to do every once in a while.
Ben just gave up on life. Oh, poor guy.
Sure. I was wondering when the best time to do that is.
I would say when you have them come out to grab lunch, you could do it when they come out.
It's a good idea. I forgot. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll be out for lunch. Okay.
1v1 in what, Teddy? Would you 1v1 him in?
I'm saying the absolute worst.
Okay, so I'm going to do attendance now. So if you haven't said anything yet, just let me know you're here.
Have a workout down there, and then I'm gonna
I have seen Jared. I've seen Sam. I believe I've seen Teddy as well. Because I think I just asked him a question. Yep. Crystal, I saw. Yuli, did I see you? I don't know that I saw Yuli, but maybe.
True.
Yep. Kathleen. Yep. Katrin messaged me on Teams. Maddie, I believe I saw you.
Class started, so
Yeah, I didn't know. So Phil texted me.
Maybe not.
he doesn't even care. He just said he was getting ready in the bathroom anyways.
Maddie, hit me up if you're here. Sorry you're tired, Ben. Sounds like you were sleeping a bit this weekend, though.
Oh, and Logan is here too.
Yeah, no, I thought.
Oh, sorry. Obviously.
SJ. Sade was here, pretty sure.
Phil texted me. I thought he meant Logan, the student. Was the first student named Logan?
Logan Iowa.
He probably
Doesn't.
meant.
Those are the team's message. Yeah, I'm assuming Logan Iowa.
Sadie, I don't see you yet. Zion, or maybe I did, Sade, but I can't find you. I thought I saw you, but now I'm not able to find you. So if you did say something, can you say something again? Oh, there you are. Sorry, I see you now. And I did see Zion, fairly certain. Ruth, I saw. Owen, I saw. Benny saw. Larissa, yes. Lucas, can you give me a message if you're here? I thought you were that like green thing, but you changed your name, so I'm not entirely sure. So if you could let me know, Lucas, if you're here. Kendra's here. I'm pretty sure Erica said something early on as well. Sorry. There's a lot of weird names to filter through here. Yeah, Erica said something. Awesome. Thanks, Erica. So I'm just missing Maddie and possibly Lucas. Yeah, okay. He is the weird green thing. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Sorry if my camera is slower today. It's likely dorm Wi-Fi. Okay. Yeah, sorry about that, team, if things are not going as smoothly. Okay, Maddie says she's here. All right, thanks, Maddie. Thank you, thank you. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I don't know what that... why my screen's a little slower. Is it just the camera is slower, or do you guys think it's an internet thing? Oh. Whoa! That was a sneeze and a half. Okay, all right, perfect. Bless you. Be blessed. Thank you. Wow. So many people. Sorry, Jared. Sorry, I had that so close to my chest there. Yeah, it's a bit weird. Okay, so let's actually let's get into it today. We're moving on to chapter 5, which is still on lines, and so hopefully it seemed like a lot of you guys left me yesterday. Oh, sorry, yesterday. What day did we do that? On Friday there, a little early, and some other people asked for extra help. So some people stayed around. And if you ever need help, I think there was a couple students I helped. I won't say any names or point them out, but I think they thought it was kind of cool how if you guys need help with a certain question, what I was doing for a couple people was I screen shared. So basically, like on Teams, I opened up your OneNote and I screen shared, and we talked just one-on-one as we worked through the question together, just like we would at home. So, sorry, at school, not at home, the opposite of home. So if you ever need help, I think I can be pretty helpful. And it's kind of awkward in a call, just one-on-one or whatever. You can mute your mic if you want. And I don't have to see you. It's just you can see my screen and hear my voice, and I can explain things. So anyways, yeah, Kit Kat. I promise I will not. No, that's creepier than I meant it to be. That's for sure. Lines are infinite. They will never be killed. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Lines are invincible, and we're gonna do 2 lines today. Hey Kendra, you're back. Sorry about that. Sorry that the stream was laggy there for you. And possibly still is. So, where am I here? Let me just open up my OneNote. You'll notice that in addition to me asking you guys what you did this weekend, go on top of that and, sorry, actually it's below that, and look that we also don't have class tomorrow. So quick little reminder on that. It's literacy day, you guys just getting outside, having fun, doing whatever you'd like. So that's cool. Let's see. It's gonna be cold tomorrow, so I don't know that getting outside is maybe the best plan. At least I was looking at the weather, and I think it was gonna be like 2 degrees or something like that. Okay, sorry. So I've got this open. Just making sure we're all good to go here. And I gotta go no green screen today. Ba-boom. Hopefully you guys can see me there. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right, so let's see. Let's go full screen on this sucker. Can you guys give me a thumbs up in the chat if you've all got this? Some of you might not be synced. Hey, what's up, Michael? Nice to see you, man. Yep. Shorts and a t-shirt. Love that.
I don't even get those.
So chapter 5, 5.1. Make sure you guys hit me up. Give me that. Let me know if you got it. Larissa, I think that dab is to say that you do have it. That's fantastic. I'm just going to grab a little tissue, guys. Just give me a thumbs up that you do have that in there. It's funny you post on Instagram about, I found this old little thing of hand sanitizer.
Yeah, you see that? Yep. I was like, give me an offer.
Yeah. I had a good laugh with that.
It was clear. It was on top of my bookshelf. Yeah.
Oh, I thought I heard your voice.
It was on top of my bookshelf. And I'm just diddling around and turning around like, oh my goodness, it's almost full. This is amazing.
That's awesome. My mom made my dad go through all of our camping gear, and he found like 3 little bottles for like when you go to the washroom and they put it in the bathroom bag, right?
That's awesome. I'm just getting the instruction booklet for the thermometer.
All right. Oh yeah. How many dollars did I lose there? No doubt. I'm surprised no one said anything. No one spammed that. Oh, and I didn't lose anything? Oh, Zion, you're going to take away 100 for that? It's ruthless, man. It's interesting that we only have like 18 people in this class, and it will fluctuate from 19 down to 17 to whatever. It tells me that clearly somebody is not here. Again, somebody left us like right off the bat. Pretty easy to find out who that is. Oh, now we're back up to 18. Yeah, it's crazy how it jumps up and down and stuff like that. Maybe we'll do like a random midway through the class attendance. Wouldn't that be fun? Wouldn't that be fun? Okay. So let's do this. If you guys have chapter 5 and 5.1, basically we're going to do something we kind of talked about before, and maybe you guys kind of remember him, all about our slope dude. And let's just see. Let's see if you guys can, I'll show it to you again just because, why not?
Welcome
Am I right?
to the adventures of Slope Dude. Meet Slope Dude. He loves to ski. We are going to follow him, and he'll teach us some important aspects of slope.
I don't know if you guys can see him.
This is the course he's skiing today. What he says will teach us about slope. Always remember that Slope Dude always skis toward the right or eastward. When he starts out, he's going uphill. It's hard work. He says puff, puff, positive as he goes up the mountainside.
Puff, positive.
Puff, puff, positive. Puff, puff, positive. Now he's at the top. It was puff, puff, positive all the way up the mountain, but now he can look forward to the downhill. On the way down the mountain, he says, nice, negative.
Nice,
negative. Nice, negative. And now, after the downhill, he's in for the hardest part of the ski route, the long, flat part. He says, this is zero fun. This is zero fun. This is zero fun. As he finishes the flat part, he doesn't see well ahead, and all of a sudden he comes to the edge of a cliff. It's straight down. He finds a slope that's straight down, and so frightened is he that he says the worst curse word possible in math and in algebra. Undefined. This has been the adventure of Slope Dude. Remember always what he said during his...
Well, I apologize for that. I wasn't able to see anyone's chat during that time, but let's just see. Oh, man. Hey, Lenice. Welcome. Man, oh, man. He should do a different hill. Lucas is bored of that hill. He did. Pay your respects. Okay. So anyways, Slope Dude is a hoot. So we learned already about positive and negative slopes, right? You guys remember that we talked about slope as rise over run. You guys are ridiculous. And so we did that. But the ones that we didn't really look at, we didn't look at lines that were completely horizontal, or completely vertical, right? There was those two different kinds that we did not. So that's what we're going to look at today. So if you're looking at the same time as me, and you're looking at the point of -3, 2, and 4, 2. So those 2 points, horizontal. See, I can't really get away with anything, can I? You guys are ruthless. I make one little mistake and it's recorded forever. So we'd have our X and our Y axis, right? Let's just graph those 2 points. And it says there's 2 points and a line is joined by them. So it doesn't give us the equation of the line yet. Let's just go ahead and graph it. So -3, this is a weird scale, right? Because you see -1, it would be here, -2, and this is -3, right? So it's kind of a weird scale. So we'd have -3, 2, which is right there. It's our first point. It's weird with these dots in the background already, isn't it? And then we'd have 4, 2. So 4, 2 is out here, way over there on the right. And basically, it's just this line. And as I forget who said it before, I think it was Owen or Lucas or somebody, but they were joking about how lines can't be killed because they go on forever. So it's not that it's just between these two. Let's get it at 0 degrees because that's flat, right? And I'll connect my line. And we should add the arrows on the end. That's something that we haven't talked about a lot, remembering to add the arrows, But it's true, right? Or else, you'd just be like, oh, the line just goes from here to here. No, it's not true, right? It does continue further than that. It's just it goes through those 2 points. So it would continue forever to infinity and that way infinity and beyond that forever. Okay, so this is our line. If I asked you to get the equation of this line, so we would want to write somehow, right? You'd want to be like, okay, our equation of the line is y equals mx plus b. But remember, we need to know what m is and what b is, right? We want to know the slope and the y-intercept. So I'll just zoom in on that so you guys can see that. Now I'm going to pause for a second myself, and I'm going to let you guys copy this down. Just write what we did, so make sure you can get that line drawn and y equals mx plus b on there as well. So once you're good with that, give me a little clap or a thumbs up or a dab emoji, whatever the heck you want to do. But just tell me that you've got that down, and then we'll move on and we'll actually get the equation. And you know that we just have to get the slope and the y-intercept. All right, looks like a few people are done there. Awesome, loving that. So I think the b values should be pretty easy, right? The y-intercept. What's our b? What is b? What's the y-intercept, basically, right? What we're asking. Zion, I don't understand the question. Why isn't there a really fast wheelchair? I don't understand that emoji at all. Yeah, everyone's going to say it's 2, right? Because that's where our y-intercept is. So I know that the people don't need a car and just zoom around their wheelchair. I still don't really understand. So I know this is going to be plus 2. So it's going to be something x plus 2, but I want to know what the slope is. And maybe you guys already know this, right? Because in slope, whoa, Zion's just counting. In slope, dude, do you remember how he was like, this is 0 fun? And he was going along the flat part, right? And at this stage, we would think, okay, the slope should be 0 here. But let's just say y at 0, because I think that could be confusing for a few people. So let's look here. Remember, slope is rise over run. So if we had something like where, you know, it went, remember the slope, if you had a point here and it went up 3 over 2 to get to the next point, then it would go up 3 over 2 like that. It's your rise over your run, right? So the slope of that line like that would be 3 over 2 as your m value, right? So in this line, what's it rising? Well, it doesn't rise at all, does it? It's flat. So it's like, it's not going up or down anything. So it's just, the rise would be 0 because it's not going up or down. And then the run is basically like anything. Like you could say like up nothing over 1 or up nothing over like 2 gives you a same point on the graph, right? Technically, to get to our next point, we went up nothing over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to get to that next point. So let's write 7. Up nothing over 7 to get to our next point. So it's 0 over 7. If you were to type 0 over 7 into your calculator, you don't really even have to do that, but I'll insult you anyways and do it for you here. We'll just get 0, right? And you should, look here, I'll do 0 divided by 7, hello, 0, right? We just know that 0 over 7 is 0. Yeah, it's grade 9, Michael. You've found the doomsday chat for sure. So our slope is 0. So if we go back to our equation, I'm almost done, and then you guys can copy this. Okay, I'm almost done, then you can copy this. So if we look back, I'm just going to bring that part down. So remember we were looking for y equals mx plus b. Our m now, we see m is 0, right? So 0x plus 2. And then if I think, oh, sorry, I was blocking myself there. And if we look at 0x, 0 times x, it doesn't matter. sorry it's so cutty, Owen. Sorry, it's hard to follow. But yeah, thanks. You guys are like messing with my chat quite a bit. 0 times x is just nothing, right? It means that you have no x's. It means you don't even have to write it. And so basically you just get y is equal to, right? 0x just totally disappears, it's gone. So you're just y is equal to 2. And you'll get that horizontal line. Now I'm going to give you guys a second to copy that down. I just want you to give me a thumbs up when that is done. Thanks, Sam. Awesome. Thanks, Maddie. Thanks, Kendra. Thanks, Larissa. Thanks for dining on. Thanks, Benny. Awesome. So if I just open Desmos, guys, and remember Desmos helps us graph things. I just want to show you just a quick little thing, and maybe you guys could take out Desmos as well, just so you can see. Desmos.com/calculator if you want. I'll just post that in the chat. Basically, yes, sorry if the chat is really annoying to some of you guys. I believe you can hide the chat. I don't want to turn it completely off, but I did ask you guys at the start, like if we're debating things and whatnot, it's distracting for others. Remember I was saying, like at church on Sunday for us, they say, please, just chat all the way at the start or at the end of the lesson, but during the actual teaching part, keep the chat quiet because it's distracting to others. It's just like talking in class, right? People see those notifications. I believe that you can turn them off, or if some of you want, full screen it or just move to the side, right? So that way you can't see the chat. So sorry if that's part of the problem. So if we look, remember our equation was y equals 0x plus 2. And obviously that 0x, it's going to be the same thing as if and maybe you guys can't see that well. Let me just make it a little bit thicker there. Here we go. And you can see that, it goes through, I'm hoping that my numbers appear here. But anyways, well, you can see every box is 1, so 1, 2, right? So it goes through when y is equal to 2. And it's going to be the same equation when I delete the 0x. Y equals 2, right? It doesn't look any different because that 0x was nothing. I just deleted it. So that's a horizontal line. If I write y equals a number, and it's just going to be at the y-intercept, right? It's just going to be a flat line. So if I wanted to make a horizontal line that goes through 5 up here, instead of having y equals 2, I just write y equals 5, right? And it's going to go through at 5. It's going to be horizontal because the slope is still 0 there. Or let's say I want to go through -1, right? So y equals -1. And if I wanted to have basically just be the x-axis, which is kind of a weird thing to say, right? I could just say y equals to 0, and it's just going to be that flat line. So basically, how do you write a horizontal line? How do you write the equation of a horizontal line? You write y equals to the number that you want it to like always be, or the number that you want your y-intercept to be. So I'll just minimize that, take you back over here, and I believe you guys have that part done, although I didn't see everyone say done, but it's kind of okay. I now have 21 viewers, which is interesting. So basically, how do you create an equation? Well, the slope of any horizontal line, just like slope dude said, right? Like this is 0 fun. I'll write this out, 0 fun. Just for the annoyingness. The slope of the line is 0. So basically your m is equal to 0. In general, since the slope of horizontal lines is 0, the equations must be exactly the same. So you'd have 0x plus b And so basically where your slope is always equal to 0, your final equation is just going to always be y equals b, right? So the only equation you need is y equals b. Sorry, I'll just move that to the side. Hit me up when you're done copying that part down there. I'll just keep it paused on that. You can catch up. Let me know when you are too good to move on. Sam's done. Thanks, Sam. Zion's golden. Owen's done. Awesome. Sadie's done. Thanks, Sade. Kathleen, can you move a bit? Me, personally? I think there's nothing behind where I am. Done, Erica. Larissa's done. Owen's done. Sorry. Dry throat. Kathleen's good. Awesome. Okay, let's look at, instead of a horizontal line, and we're almost done, guys, so you guys are going to be, I'm in your closet, so I can't really see, but I'm trying. That's interesting. Yeah, that just goes done, done, done. Okay. Anyways, what we're going to do here is we're going to graph these 2 points and see what this line looks like. I think you're going to notice that it's going to be a vertical line. So again, you're going to graph X and Y, and maybe you guys can do this without me. A is going to be, right, if we look here, this is a weird scale. So here's 1, 2, sorry. And so 1, 3 is up here. The point 1, 3. And the point 1, negative 2 is way, where's my mouse? Right there, right? 1, negative 2. So if I connect that with a ruler, I guess my ruler is going to see 90 degrees. So it's going to be something like that. And we're going to look at, again, how do I make an equation y equals mx plus b? All right, so I'm just giving you guys a minute to get that down, and then I want you to think about, what does slope dude say here? What do we know about the slope? What would you guys say the slope of this one is? Yeah, exactly, undefined, undefined. And Benny, absolutely. Hey, morning, man. How you doing?
Good.
Good, good.
Special delivery.
Love it.
Me.
Special delivery, me. So our slope, as Ben just said, is going to be, right, if we think about this, remember slope is rise over run. So as Ben said, you're going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Doesn't matter. He said 6, but it's 5, whatever. Over 0. Right? So it's like, or any number over 0. If you typed, just like I did last time, I'll insult you again by typing this into my calculator for you. If we type in 5 divided by 0, I might have counted wrong too, Benny. And we go equals, and it goes, cannot divide by 0, or undefined. And some of your calculators will say does not exist, or syntax error, or something like that, some sort of error. And so yeah, actually syntax I think is like when you use brackets wrong, so it wouldn't be syntax, it'd be some other things. Just maybe say error. anyways, yeah, you're gonna have something like this, and this is gonna be undefined. Or DNE, some of us can write, for does not exist. Okay, so does not exist is not the same thing as 0. So if I'm looking to like write my equation, I can't go y equals, okay, the slope is undefined x times undefined times x plus b and be like, okay, that must just be nothing. It doesn't work like that. Basically, when you have something that is undefined, it doesn't exist at all. Like, it's just literally not there. It just doesn't happen. And so, in this case then, because it's absolutely nothing and doesn't exist at all, we can't write it as y equals b because we know y equals b were vertical lines. So what would you guys think if y equals a number were vertical lines? Sorry. Just feel a little pukey. Give me 1 sec. I think I'm good. So Kathleen, if we just had x plus b, that would be like some slope or something like that. Of 1, right? Because you have something x plus b, where we don't have like this weird, I don't know, x is all messed up. The other thing is, yeah, if we remove undefined, yeah, it'd just be like, oh, let's just remove it. We can't just remove it, right? It is undefined. Does this guy have a y-intercept? Does this have a y-intercept? Yeah, no, it does not, right? No y-intercept at all. And because you look, right, y-intercept is when it touches those of you that are looking with me here, touches the y-axis. But because it's straight up and down, it can't, right? So this one, let's go over to Desmos just to see what this would look like, because it's really hard to come up with an equation. Somebody back there, yeah, Lucas wrote b equals x. Normally we reserve b for the y-intercept, but Lucas is onto something there with x equals. So let's just look back at Desmos just to kind of come up with an answer here. I don't know that I would use b, but we're not far off here. So instead of y equals, remember y equals a number here, 2, 3, 4, 5, and basically we can make it like whatever we want, right? It makes a horizontal line. Let's try instead, because like y equals -1, look at this. It's like no matter what along here, right, your y value, as I move my little dot over, as x changes, basically y is always -1. So if I wanted to have, in this case, I forget actually what the actual equation was. What was it? It was... Oh, okay, well it's going through 1, right? X is equal to 1. And it's like, oh, I want my x always to be 1. So we could just think of it as x equals 1, right? And again, yeah, I don't think, so Lucas is totally right by saying x equals will give us that vertical line, and right, you can see, okay, that gives me a vertical line, whereas I go, oopsies, that's the wrong thing to click on, go back. As I look along here, and as I move my point up, x is always equal to 1, no matter where I go on here. Yes, the y changes, but my x value, right, is always being equal to 1. And so if I want to maybe make that 2, oh, look it over here. Here's my vertical line at 2, right? And as I look, oh yeah, my x is always 2. Yeah, it's pretty much the same thing as x equals b, but I wouldn't call it x equals b, for instance, because yeah, we think b is the y-intercept, right? It's normally like mx plus b. But yeah, totally right. We have x equals something. So let's go back and therefore the slope of the vertical line is undefined. We'll just write these last couple things in here. We're almost done actually. You guys are doing good today. Things are going, maybe I'm going too fast. Maybe you could let me know if I'm going too fast. Morning.
Good morning.
And basically, guys, if we look here, you can like just look at like a bunch of points on the graph, right? Like if we look at 1, -2, we knew that was a point. What's another one, right? 1 here, this would be, so this is 1, -2. This is the point 1, -1. This is the point 0, 1. And then maybe we even take the point, sorry, not 0, 1. 1, 0, x is 1, y is 0, my bad. Fix that. And this is the point 1, 1. So if we look at all of those, that just shows you the pattern that I was just trying to come up with you guys. 1, -1, 1, 0, 1, 1. The x-coordinates of all these points is 1. So basically for vertical lines, I see someone says x equals y. Well, it's not a y value. I would just give it a new letter. It's just x equals whatever the number on the x-intercept is. So we'll say like x equals a, something like that, because we didn't use a before, where a is the x-intercept. Or it's the x value, whatever it is. Oops, I need to move my thing up. So undefined is what this says, but just says it really ugly. And I'm being picky about the letter. I was probably being a little bit too picky there to say, oh, it can't be B and all that stuff, because you guys get the concept. It's really just rewriting x equals to whatever the number is. So anyways, another way is to just use the x-intercept of the line. The equation is x equals a. Alrighty, we'll just do a little summary there. I'll just give you guys that to write down. Give me a thumbs up in chat when you are good to go. I'm just going to see if I can find, while you're giving me a thumbs up, I'm going to see if I can find the textbook, because there's a lot of homework at the bottom there, and I told you guys I wouldn't be giving you nearly as much homework, if not any. I do want you guys to have some practice time though, because I think we're going to be done at least 30 minutes early here, which is awesome. So you'll have a little bit of practice time and some time to get your head in a good space. Awesome. Sadie's done. Owen's done. Great, great, great. Erica's done. Jared's done. Love it. Love it. Lucas is done. Kendra's giving me the thumbs up. Thanks, Kendra. How many viewers am I at? Still 18, eh? I think people are just like, they like tagged the word attendance. Thanks. There's SJ. There's Ruth. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right. So, hey, Yuli's done. Nice. Wow, I'm getting like the whole crew. Crystal, are you done too? Crystal. How many people do I have say done here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Not bad. Still missing 3. Pretty decent though. You guys are amazing. Sorry, where am I at? We're on chapter 5, aren't we? 5:1. And let's just wrap this up. So it looks like it's Odin, my bad. Okay, so horizontal. Horizontal means if it's like flat, right? Horizontal sideways. They are parallel to, right? If we think about which axis they are parallel to, looking up here, horizontal, they're going along the x-axis, right? It's weird though, like you're parallel to the x-axis, but our equation, oh, sorry, I'm loading, it's all weird. Parallel to the x-axis, they have a slope of 0, so it's like y equals b. So it's funny because it looks like the x-axis. Yeah, thanks, Zion. Oh yeah, even Crystal. Yeah, awesome. Thanks, guys. You guys are amazing. It's like the whole crew. I feel like there's still one other person, and I can't remember, or I just miscounted one of the two. But yeah, it's parallel to the x-axis, but the equation is y equals something, so it's a bit weird. vertical lines are parallel to, right? Vertical lines going up and down, looking up here. They're parallel to your y-axis, but they're weird. It's kind of the opposite, right? Even though you're parallel to the y-axis and your slope is undefined, our equation was like x equals a. So it's just a bit strange. Let's just see that you guys can see what I am seeing here. Yeah, perfect. It's the mixed letters of the word done swimmer. Kathleen, I'm confused. Okay, so let's see. How can we shorten this up a little bit here, team? Because that's a lot. Oh, 256. What was page 256? I don't remember that at all. I don't think we need to do that, do we? Well, let's see. Actually, maybe that has better ones. Patience, Ben guy. Ben says, so we're done today? Almost, Benny. I'm just telling you guys, a couple questions. I'm going to shorten it up. That way you don't have so much. Let me just see. What page is 256? Is that chapter 4 _ 5 maybe? Oh, it's 246. Maybe it's the chapter 4 task? Ah, I can't see those ones. I don't actually have that option in there to see those. Zion, your thing says 9 o'clock, so you want me to stop at 9 o'clock? So I should go another 15 minutes of talking? Okay, so I'll just show you guys what I'm looking at. 5-1. So you guys see on I'm seeing page 263, and this is the ones actually from this lesson, but they don't actually have that many questions about this. You might notice that there's some in here, like this one, x equals y equals. So I want you guys to definitely do number 1. I don't think I really care about number 2. But 3 is also good. It's just like, what equation is the x-axis? So just like the horizontal line at 0. I think you guys will be able to do that. And the y-axis. So definitely cross out number 2 from there. Let's just see. Where am I at? Back to OneNote. Definitely so just do on page 263, just do numbers 1 and 3. And unfortunately, I don't think I have my grade 9 textbook here. Or do I? Hello. I do. Didn't think I did. I didn't think I brought it to the dorm today. So let me just cut some of these down a little bit. So 256. Don't worry about Just do, actually, guys, just do. Sorry. We're going to cut down a bunch of those. I actually like 2 better than I like a lot of these ones. So how about we do all of that one on page 1 to 3 here, just do 2 as well, and keep 11. I changed my mind. There's way worse ones. They're less useful on those other pages. So just do 11 and then 1 to 3. So page 256, number 11, and I'm just going to show it. Those of you guys that don't have page 256 because you just have all the things downloaded, maybe you're like me, I'm going to show the page or show the question, and you can just pause it, okay, on there. So it might actually show up backwards, but you guys that are desperate enough that did not bring your textbooks home, I believe in your Photoshop skills to flip that backwards. So you could pause and flip that if you really needed that. But yeah, that'll be it for your homework tonight. So you do have 30 minutes to do 4 questions. So that should be more than enough time. But anyways, guys, I'll be available on Teams. Hoping you guys have a great day. And remember, no class tomorrow. Go read a book. Go live your life, something like that. I'm going to stay on camera for a little bit, but once you're done, you are done. Oh, sorry, Erica, I didn't see what your question was. Never mind, it's good.
Logan, I'll just be in the office if you need me.
Sounds good, man. I think I'm actually going to probably skedaddle out of here now.
Okay.
I think it'll be faster for me to get back during that Bible class time. There's like 50 minutes. It's only 20 to get home, so.
That's good. You know, lots kind of set up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, oh well.
Sorry you had to come in.
No, that's alright. Yeah.
Like, that seems that's a little late to get a message, but.
Oh well, he might have like said it somewhere else, but like I went back and looked and was like, I don't think he did tell us that, but whatever, it's fine.
Yeah.
got it in here. All's good. Yeah. So you guys just like switch your schedule up. So you
Yeah,
guys.
I'm doing mornings and Phil's doing nights
Oh, okay.
during the week. And
Yeah.
then weekends, Chris is doing weekends, and I'm pretty sure I come back Sunday night, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday morning.
Cool. Cool. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all work.
Keeps us busy, so.
Yeah. Fair enough. Anyways, man. Thanks a lot.
No problem, love you, take care.
You too.
I'll be here in the morning, the rest of the week after. We're gonna rotate Phil, Friday morning to the night.
See you guys. I'm taking off, but message me and I'll get right back to you on Teams. I'll be available there.